Hi guys, my name is Shraddha Gurung. You might also know me as Lil Miss Gurung, and today I'm going to tell you about 5 ways in which you can keep your mental health in check, especially during this really crazy, overwhelming time. So yeah, let's get into it. Point number 1, and I never thought I would say this, but sweating it out. It feels so good. There's a whole science behind it. And sweating is basically body's natural way of cleansing itself of any toxins, and it just is going to make you feel so much better. I was reading this book called the 5 a.m. Club, and the one thing that really stuck to me and I actually followed it is waking up and instantly working out. Like the first thing that you do is work out and break into a sweat, and that actually kind of elevates any sort of fears or anxiety that you might have, and it releases like those feel-good hormones, and that's why you feel like energized and happier and lighter. I never thought I would vouch for exercise, but trust me, even 5 minutes, if you're able to break into a sweat, that is going to do you so much good. Alright, point number 2. Therapy. Therapy is the best thing that I ever did to myself. I know that the concept is relatively new. I mean, it has been around, but there's still a very big taboo around the word therapy, and I don't understand why. I get that talking to a stranger can be overwhelming, and it could definitely be very, very uncomfortable to do so, but these strangers are actually qualified professionals, and the fact that they are strangers is actually what works, because this person is not going to have any bias towards you or anyone else that you talk about, and then they can actually talk to you in a way that is going to help you. The thing with therapy is that it's a process, okay? It takes time. Now everybody has a different pace in which they can go. Everyone takes time, and you don't have to stick with the therapist that you started with. If it does not work out with them, you can always move on to other therapists. At the moment, there are so many therapists that are doing therapy for free or for really low cost. There are group therapy sessions. There is therapy which is based on movement, art. There are a lot of options that you can choose from that you will feel comfortable with. And trust me when I say this, therapy will change your life. It'll change your life because it'll make you the person who is going to take care of yourself. You will not be depending on anyone else, and trust me, having that kind of love for yourself and also having that independence of, running your own life, running the show in your own life, that's going to majorly, massively improve your relationships with everyone else around you. Point number 3, and this is a quick one. There is absolutely nothing that a good nap can't fix. Sometimes when I'm feeling extremely overwhelmed and I just feel like my brain and my body are not functioning, instead of spending time just going over the thing that's running in my head, or just, creating fake scenarios, or just watching too much news, reading too many upsetting things, I try to switch off from that completely, and I just take a nap. Because at that moment, there's so much going on that you're not really thinking straight, and having a good nap, you wake up with a clearer head. And it has happened to me so many times, things that were like so big for me, like they were a mountain of problems. When I took a nap, woke up, felt fresh, I felt like I could actually tread the mountain. I'm not saying that it's not a mountain, it's a valley. I'm just saying that you can tread that mountain, you can walk in it, you can figure out a way around that mountain, and that's what a clearer head, a calm and rested body will do for you. So nothing a good nap can't fix. Point number 4. I know it sounds like a cliche, and I know maybe too many people have told you this, but social media, excess of it, can be really toxic and can be really overwhelming. As a creator, I feel that very overwhelming feeling a lot of times, because you're literally, all of your work is out there. Like there are people that are judging you, and rightfully so, right? So every single person that goes on social media and is excessively consuming content, you are bound to find something or the other, or someone or the other, whose life probably seems a lot better than you at the moment, or who just seems to be getting by, getting things smoothly, and maybe you're not, maybe that's what you're feeling, and it's completely relevant. Like, I fully 100% relate. It has happened to me. It happens to me sometimes, not as much. And the easiest way to get rid of all of those excessive toxic feelings is to completely disengage yourself, is to unfollow, is to even block accounts that you don't like watching, that you don't like consuming, or the kind of content that makes you not feel very good about yourself. I'm not telling you that social media is just coming to get you and social media is going to make you feel really bad. I'm just saying that you have the power to choose who you follow on social media or what you consume on social media, and that is a power, that is a choice that no one can take from you, and you need to remember that, because when you remember, you control how it's going to affect you. I know it's easier said than done, and I know that it's not an overnight process. It's just taken me a while, but I don't feel bad about unfollowing people, and I don't feel bad about disengaging. That's something that I feel is very healthy for me, and definitely reducing my screen time, that helps too. Like, there's so much you can do when you're not on your phone. Alright, the last point that I'm going to make is something that is is something that your mother is probably asking you to do, but find anything that makes you happy or it keeps your mind engaged. Like, I know हर चीज से same type का emotion नहीं feel होता, but you don't always have to be happy. Like, we're humans, right? We can't be on this extreme end of one feeling, and that's actually weird if you're constantly on a high. That way you're not going to feel any joy from things, and you're not going to feel things properly. And I completely respect the fact that I am not going to be fully happy, smiling, grinning, full of energy all the time, and I respect however I'm feeling. So accepting the way you feel at the moment is something that's going to change how you perceive yourself and how you take care of yourself. Now that you have done this part, like, once you have accepted currently, okay, I feel like things are really piling up for me and I have so much in my head that I can't like physically do anything anymore. What I like to do in those situations is I like to cook. I really like cooking, and you don't have to make a fancy Instagram perfect meal. You have to make a meal that is going to feed you, that you like to cook, or your parents, anybody who you live with, or if you live alone for yourself, you like. I love cooking. I have experimented so much with cooking, but I would just very easily go to dal chawal and I'll be happy. So you can cook, you can dance if you like dancing, you can sing, you can draw, you can doodle, you can even just scribble on paper. Sometimes when I feel super angry, super helpless, I kind of just scribble, because I really am not in the frame of mind where I can just draw things. So even scribbling, just like randomly just scribbling on paper, that helps as well. So there are various things that you can do in your household that are not going to cost you any money. If you're doing just one thing at one time, you are going to do it so much better, you're going to be so much more productive, and you're going to get it done much quicker, and that's going to make you feel good about yourself. Yeah, those were my 5 ways in which I keep my mental health in check, and I am so glad that you are watching this video. It clearly means that you are also looking to do the same, and I really hope that any of these advices work for you. All of them work for me, and I pick and choose between what's going to work for me, what I'm feeling like, and what is it that I'm like mentally capable of doing. And trust me, we don't give ourselves enough credit. We genuinely underestimate our capabilities, but the fact that you're showing up for yourself is enough. It truly is enough. So pick what you like, pick what works for you, pick everything if everything works for you, and don't feel pressurized to make yourself feel better in just minutes. It's a process, and there's always going to be peaks and valleys, and that's human, that's normal. All of us go through it. So yeah, I hope this helps. I hope you're taking care of yourself. Please stay indoors, mask up, double mask, sanitize, clean your hands, wash your hands, make your health and hygiene your priority. And by health, I mean both your mental and physical health. And yeah, take care of yourself. Bye.